Hello, this is my first review on this channel. I am going to be reviewing Godzilla and Godzilla Raids Again, the novelization. This was actually gifted to me last Christmas by one of my friends. I told him, kind of surprisingly, you'll find out with watching these videos, I've actually never seen these movies because I don't like black and white films. But I read both of them. The first one is Godzilla. It's pretty decent. If you've seen Shin Godzilla or Godzilla Minus One, you realize that they're kind of the same thing as the original Godzilla, except for newer graphics and stuff like that. Uh, but it's pretty good. It deals with basically two scientists conflicted on whether to use a weapon or not, because if they use the weapon, it could cause serious consequences. Basically, talking about the same thing as the atom bomb. While Godzilla's destroying everything. One thing I found interesting that I didn't know is Godzilla's like a folklore in Japan, which it does that in Godzilla Minus One as well, because it's somewhat rehashed. But yeah, Godzilla's a folklore apparently back then. I thought it was pretty good. A little old hat because it was a rehash of similar stuff from because I've seen Shin Godzilla and Godzilla Minus One, which are both newer. It's a little bit of rehash of both of those. So, uh, well, it's not a rehash. They're a rehash of this one because this is the original, but it's similar themes and stuff like that. So it was pretty decent of a read, though. Godzilla Raids Again, on the other hand, I thought it was pretty boring. Uh, Basically, the main characters have nothing to do with the monster. They're just there. They accidentally stumble across Godzilla because their plane breaks down, and Godzilla and Anguirus are fighting, and they just name Anguirus. And then wherever they go, Godzilla starts tearing up the place. Anguirus shows up, and they start fighting, and they start going back and forth, and it just you could tell it felt like they were like, we need to pump out another Godzilla movie. Since this is the novelization, it'd be the same thing. We need to pump out another Godzilla movie. We need another monster for it to fight. We need to do something. It's like, well, we'll make this. And it just doesn't feel like enough time and effort were put into a plot uh, of it in general. It just kind of felt like a drag through. Uh, in all honesty, I read the first one and kind of enjoyed it. It was a little bit slow, but it's going to be. It's an old sci-fi, and if you've read any old sci-fi like Frankenstein or War of the Worlds or anything that's like old sci-fi, or it's usually kind of slow. Uh, so Godzilla felt the same way, the first one. So I can understand that, but the second one just felt like, eh. If it wasn't given to me as a gift, I probably wouldn't even have read it. At least the second half. But if someone gives me a book as a gift, I'll read it. But this is the first review we're doing. Hopefully, we'll do a lot more. Let me know what you guys think. I realize not the most glamorous place to do a review. It's in a hallway of my house. But eventually, hopefully, when I move, I'll have like an actual place to do reviews that looks nice. Because everything's packed up right now. So, do what you gotta do. But that's it. Thank you for watching if you watched, and if you didn't, then I'm not thanking you because you didn't see nothing. Bye.